it was quite strange in the first couple of months, where people will tell you it's the honeymoon phase and everything's so great. And my wife and I would often look at ourselves and say, oh, is this the honeymoon phase? Why are we fighting so much? So I think it's interesting that that's sometimes how the world perceives it, that it's magical in the beginning and then it becomes difficult. And I think our experience was completely different. We started off as two different people, and we had to invest in those first couple of years to get to know each other, to know what we like and what we don't, and how to argue and how not to argue. And now we are more in love than we've ever been in our journey in the last 14 years. And I think it's because we've consistently invested in our relationship. It's not a place that you've now arrived and now you can sit back. Relationships don't work like that. When you stop investing, you move backwards. So you need to consistently sow into that, be it your relationship with your wife, be it your relationship with your kids, be it with your relationship with your friends and family. What you invest in, that is what you're going to reap. It makes me realize that you have to be consistent with your kids. And yes, they will see good days and bad days, of course, but I think they need to consistently know that you love them, consistently know that you care for them. And there's been times where I've told my kids, we're going to go out on this fantastic adventure, we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and there will be toys and gifts and all these great things. And then my son would just say, but Dad, can we just go to the park across the road and can we just play? Can we just bounce a ball a little bit? Can we run through the water sprayers? And I think it's those little things. Sometimes we think it must be these grandiose things. But sometimes it's just those little things that you consistently give that has really, I would say, changed them and given them that just joyful heart. My daughter and I we were walking on the waterfront, and she was really touched by kind of, let's say, the homelessness that you do see in New York. And then she came up with this brilliant idea. She said she will go to school, she'll take some food along from home, and she'll pack her school lunch. And then once she gets home, she will go and find somebody to give them the food that she kind of snuck from school during the day. And she was like so excited. I mean, no gift I've ever given her have brought that amount of joy than her idea of being able to feed the homeless with her packed lunch. It wasn't a big intervention on our side that kind of caused her to feel that passion towards somebody else. It was all these little seeds that everyone plants in her heart. And in the moment when you plant those seeds, you don't realize just the amazing fruit that it will bear. And I oftentimes, as I see that relationship that I have with my kids and the trust that I've built, and that I kind of think my kids, they know they can just run to me. Oftentimes translate that then into my journey, my walk with God, where yes, I go through challenges, scary times, uncertain times, but you know what? I can push into the Lord. And even when things happen, even when I make poor decisions, He's still loving and still ready to be there and help me out. I can just imagine God smiling from ear to ear and saying, well done, my child, well done.